Alright guys, how's it going? Got another video. This isn't a review of anything. This is just a little video of stuff I do in the shop here. I'm going to go over cleaning the underside of your mower deck. This is the method that I use and the products that I use, and it works out great. Now, this deck I'm going to be showing you on my 60-inch Vantage, but it pretty much goes for every mower out there. As you can see, I have mine held up by my forklift, with a chain. Now, if you don't have a forklift, maybe you have a skid steer. If you don't have a skid steer, hopefully you have a floor jack for a car or a truck. The best floor jack to get under these decks is like one of these that I have. There's a nice low profile one. You can get right under the deck and then jack it up from there. The worst comes to worst, if you don't have a floor jack, you can always just put the machine on the gate of your trailer, and just have one front wheel on the trailer. And it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but you can still get under there to do what you have to do. And if you don't have a trailer ramp, then you're on your own. I don't know where else to go from there. But this is my setup. I'm fortunate enough to have a forklift to lift the front end of my mowers up to get under there. And I have a lot of room to work under here. Now, the tools that I use to clean my decks underneath are things that you can get, anywhere. And then, because I know a lot of guys, power wash underneath the decks or, do some other stuff. But this is what I use and it works great. I just use a standard scraper and a wire brush. Now, if you look at the scraper, it's got a little, it's bent, basically. So you can really get under there and not bash your knuckles to pieces. So this is good. And then this is to remove the bulk stuff. And then this wire brush is to get around all the spindles and everything. And again, as you can tell, this has a little offset in it so that you don't bash your knuckles again. It's all about the offsets so that you can get close to the deck but not ruin your hands. I guess these are brand new. My other ones were so bad, and I figured nice new tools, I'll do a video on them. And then the product I use, there's all sorts of products out there to put under your mower deck to make the grass not stick. This is the best, in my opinion. Graphite Dry Lube. Now, this is from the same company that makes PB Blaster and everything. But this stuff is phenomenal. They actually make a mower deck graphite coating, but it's like, I think on these people's websites, it's like $28 a quart, and you would have painted on. This is the same exact stuff. And I think this is $5.76 at Home Depot. And I originally bought this to use it on the rails of my Switch and Go, to grease the rails of the Switch and Go. But this stuff, when it dries, is slippery as heck. So I figured, let me try it, and it works unreal. So you can actually see under here how clean it is under here. And it's pretty clean. It's pretty much it. So I'll just show you in one spot here. I'm gonna use the scraper. And like this big stuff. It all comes falling off. And it's basically just to get, like I said, the big stuff. And as you can tell around the spindles, like right in here, there's still some stuff. And this scraper on the end of the wire brush is nice too. You can just pull it all off and then get in there with the brush. And it brings it down to the metal. So they do a really good job. And then all that's left is to take your graphite lube, shake it up a little bit, and just give it a nice coating. And then once that dries, it's going to be slippery as heck. And again, you do that under the whole deck, and you will have a lot less grass stickage underneath your deck. One thing I do recommend, though, is to have a fan Obviously, I have my big one right here. Sucking the air away from the deck for two things. When you're wire brushing the grass, there's a lot of grass dust. You definitely don't want to breathe that in. And secondly, the fumes from the graphite dry lube are pretty bad. And you definitely don't want to breathe that in either. So definitely have some sort of fan to do it. That's why I didn't do a lot. I just wanted to show you guys. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the way that I use. And as you can see from here, it's pretty clean under here. Thanks to the dry lube, the graphite stuff. So other than that, if you have any questions, or if you even have a better way than I do, put it in the comments and I'll, take a look at it and see what you guys can conjure up. If you have any questions to ask, I'll try to answer it.